Are you struggling to figure out how do I find surface area of three-dimensional shapes like a cylinder? Okay, so we're going to cover that in this video and also talk about when are you ever going to use this stuff? You know, a lot of kids get bored or frustrated with math because they don't understand what the steps are and what they're doing, as well as what am I going to use this stuff for? Let's go down to my desk and I'll take you step by step through each and every detail. So the first thing we want to do is take a look at a circle. So if we take a look at our cylinder here and we look at from the bottom, it looks like a circle, right? So if you can imagine having a pancake, a stack of pancakes, okay? How do I find the outside, the perimeter of a circle? So if given the radius r, the perimeter, also known as the circumference of the circle, C, is 2 pi times r, where pi is a number a little bit more than 3. Okay? So if I give you the radius, you should be able to tell me how long does it take you to get from here once around. Okay? All right, now imagine you have one of those circles here, okay? And then you put another one, another pancake right on top, and another pancake right on top, and another pancake right on top. And you stack them up to a certain height, h. So what we're doing is, well, if I know the perimeter once around on the bottom pancake, but then I keep stacking them higher and higher and higher, I can get something called the surface area, which is the perimeter multiplied by the height, and that will give me surface area. So the perimeter is 2 times pi times r, and the height is h, however tall you want to make it. Okay? That's the surface area just of this curved bit, okay? If I also want to add the ends, we're going to need to add to it what the area is of this circle and that circle, and since they're both the same circles. So the area of a circle is pi r squared, okay? So again, r is measured from the center to any point on the circle times pi. Okay, so my total surface area is going to be the surface area of this curved bit around plus the ends, 1, 2. So I'm going to add 2 times pi r squared because there's 2 circles, one on the bottom, one on the top. And this is my formula for the surface area of a cylinder. Okay, so let's practice this because right now it's just formulas. Okay, and let's just calculate the round part. So let's say it's open on both ends and we just want the round bit. Okay, so my radius from the center of the circle outwards is 5 inches. Okay, and I just want the round part. So that surface area is equal to, all right, we want the circumference, which is 2 pi r, and then we also want the height. So I'm going to give you the height is 7 inches, okay, times the height. So this is going to be 2, pi is 3.14, and the radius here is 5 inches, and the height is 7 inches. Okay? And all we're going to do is multiply our numbers together. So I have a 2 times 3.14 times 5 times 7. I have 219.8, and my units are inches squared. Okay, so my surface area of just what we call the lateral part, so it doesn't include the bases, these ends here. So just this round bit is 219.8. All right, let's say we do want to add the end caps now. Okay, how do we do that? So we need to take the area of a circle, okay, and this circle is still 5 inches, that hasn't changed. Okay, so my area of one circle is pi r squared, which is 3.14 times 5 inches, and then we're going to square that. Okay, so that's going to look like 3.14 times 5 times 5. So I have 78.5 square inches. All right, but there's two of them, right? Because we have a top and a bottom. We have a lid and a base. Okay, so we're going to multiply this number by 2. So 78.5 square inches times 2. Okay, so just multiply by 2. And I get 157 square inches. Okay, so this is for the top and the bottom. And now all I need to do is add this. So this is what we call lateral, so not the top and the bottom. Okay, so we're going to add these two numbers together to get my total surface area for the whole thing. So 157 plus 219.8. I have 376.8. So my total surface area is 219.8 plus 157, and this is inches squared, is 376.8 inches squared. So for the whole thing. If your students have been bored, frustrated, or just struggling with their math lesson, I would encourage you to try a free class from me. You can sign up by using the link in the description. It's also in the comment box, or you can simply go to getmath.net/learn. Let's try another example. Suppose I have a cylinder, but it only has one end. You see that? There's a bottom, but there's not a top. So what do? All right, so I took measurements of this one. We have an open cylinder. So the radius for this one is 4 centimeters, and the height is 6 centimeters. Okay, so how do we do this problem? So we have a closed end down here, an open end down here. So my surface area is going to be the perimeter. So here's the picture if you were just looking like this way. Okay, so this radius here is 4 centimeters. So this is 4 centimeters. Okay, so my surface area is going to be the perimeter, which is 2 pi r times the height plus just 1 of the area of the bottom, this one here. I'll even color it in, okay, which is a circle. Okay, so just one of them because there's no top. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, let's put it together. Surface area is 2 pi is 3.14. Okay, the radius is 4 centimeters and the height is 6 centimeters. Okay, then we're going to add, we're right here, this is 2 pi r and the height, okay, plus, and now we're going to do pi again, 3.14, and the radius is 4 centimeters, and we're going to square that number. All right, so we're going to put all of that together. So let's just do the top one. So I have 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 6. So my surface area is 150.72, and this is square centimeters. That's the top number, plus 3.14 times 4 times 4. 50.24 centimeters squared. When you have a long calculation like this, it's helpful just to do it in groups in case you make a mistake, so you can go back and find it. So if I check my answer and I'm like, oh, I got the wrong answer, I can go back and individually do each one. Okay. So now I'm just going to add these two numbers together. So I've got the bottom number already in here, plus 150.72. I have 200.96, and don't forget your units, centimeters squared. So this is my surface area for an open container. Right? So around the lateral, right here, around this, and then one base. And this one is open. Okay? So that's my surface area for an open cylinder. So I actually have the opportunity to talk to a lot of parents whose child is struggling with math, they're bored with math, they hate math for any number of reasons. So if you can relate, I've got something that I think can help. I'd like to invite you and your kids to personally join me for an online class in math, and you get to learn math the easy and fun way. And you can register. This is a free class, so there's no charge. You can use the link that is in the description below. It's also in the comments, or you can simply go to getmath.net/learn. And I'll see you in class.